A nice easy question. Was it a penalty or not at Fir Park last night? Should it have been a penalty or not?
Well, it's a good few hours after it. The man couldn't make his mind up at the time, so you can go first, friend.
Well, since the dust has settled, and it was an emotional night. I mean, it was because of the nature of the call, and I mean, it's absolutely wild. I played up here for however many years. I can't remember a night like that and the way it all panned out. There was no way Celtic were going to win that game towards the end. Motherwell, I mean, we were both there. Motherwell were the team most likely to score, and Celtic don't take long throws. I can't remember how many long throws they've taken all season. I think they came to the right conclusion, and I say that because John Beaton missed it. I think he missed it, but then was advised to go to the monitor, and it's a subjective call, and the arm of Sam Nicholson was up and in an unnatural position, and it hit him on the hand, and you'll hear people say, well, it didn't hit him on the hand. But, you know, when you have overnight to digest and look at things, you know, at times you think, well, did I get that wrong? But just with everything, taking everything in, they came to the right call. And I understand the emotion at Hearts and what they've put into this season and how deflated. And I think they were deflated, the players, at the end, seeing the pictures of them, you know, walking around the pitch and thinking Celtic have been held, and the meaning with that. And I can understand Derek McInnes's frustration, but I think, you know, he was very strong in terms of calling it a disgusting decision. John Beaton was advised to go to the monitor. He did do. He made the decision based on what he saw. I don't have a problem with that.
I think when he's speaking about disgusting, he's speaking about over the last few days as well. He's had to bring that into the conversation, because there's no doubt for me, when you go back to the Motherwell Hearts game that night, it's a penalty kick. There's an argument for the Longella one as well, with the handball. You then fast forward to the Alistair Johnston one at the weekend, which I thought was a red card as well, that John Beaton decided that, you know, it wasn't enough to send the referee to the monitor. Then, you know, when you go to last night, I am not convinced it hits his hand, because I've yet to see an angle that it does. And I think even if it does,
really?
Yeah, even if it does, I still don't think it's a punishable action. I think once his hand comes up, Trusty's backing into him, his arm then goes on top of his shoulder, so it is there. Where is it meant to go? I think the laws of the game suggest if it's stopping the ball hitting your face, then it won't be punished. It's going back out the box, and as I said, if it did hit his hand, I do not see how it can get the amount of power on it that took it in that trajectory back towards the thrower.
Just for the record, Kris isn't a scientist.
Don't need to be a scientist.
But that's a really ridiculous argument to say that a ball can't travel if it hits his hand. There are so many clips we've seen and stills we've seen that it does hit his hand.
Does the fact that you two not only can't agree on the action of Sam Nicholson's arm, and you can't agree whether it hits the hand or not?
How can he not agree it hits the hand?
Because I have yet to see an image.
He doesn't want to see it.
I have yet to see an image that tells me 100% that hits Sam Nicholson's hand. I have yet to see one. And I'll say it again, even if it did, it is still a non-punishable action. I mean, it's the laws of the game are there. His hand is there when he jumps, Trusty's underneath him. And then there's absolutely no... When you've got your hand on someone's shoulder, there is nowhere it can go. Absolutely nowhere it can go. It's sitting there, and as I said, it's protecting his face in the first place anyway, that we said is not punishable. So there's a lot, even when, if it did hit his hand, then there's a lot of action. There's a lot of actions. There's a lot of actions to suggest, or sorry, to tell you that it wasn't a punishable action. Me personally, I still don't think it hits his hand.
He's gone for the multiple excusing. I think that I can understand the emotion, and I really can, but I don't have a problem if the referee is advised to go to a monitor. I think we're at a situation where we're in a time where Hearts have been so incredibly good this season to get to this stage, but I think that a lot of the noise now is because there are people out there who simply do not want to see Celtic winning the league, and that's where a lot of the noise has come from.